Are you being mistreated because of your faith and stand for Jesus Christ? Let's talk some more about the end times. Hello, I'm Eddie Lawrence, and here's today's devotional thought. This is the fourth devotional out of Mark 13 about the end times. And today, we get down to verses 12 and 13, where Jesus says there's coming a time. He said, brother will deliver his brother over to death, and a parent his child, and children will turn their parents over to be put to death. And he said, all of you will be hated because of me, because of my sake, for my sake. But he who endures to the end will be saved. So Jesus clearly teaches as we near the end, the threat level against believers is going to increase. Think about the level of danger and the level of hatred and hostility against Christ that's present for parents to turn on their children, and children to turn on their parents, and others to turn on their brothers, and so forth. And that happened, some of that happened in the early days of the church and through the centuries, but it's happening today as well. The fact is, Jesus Christ is the dividing line. You're either saved because you have trusted Christ, or you've rejected Christ and you're not saved. There's not salvation in any other way. No other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And Jesus told his disciples the threat level is going to increase because of me, Jesus said. And my prayer is that, because for most of us, the persecution level is very mild. For some that are alive today, they are giving their lives for Christ. And some have even been delivered over by their own family, their own friends, because of their faith in Christ and because of their hatred for Christianity. So here where the persecution may be mild, are we still standing? How much does it take to move you away from a firm allegiance to Jesus, or to be a voice for truth, or to share the gospel in the face of hostility? Through the centuries, the blood of the martyrs has been the seed of the church. People have given their life for Christ. And I know that God gives the grace in those moments to do what you think you may not be able to do. Are we willing to die for Him? And maybe even a better question today is, are you now living for Him? Jesus tells us in the end times, and people have different ideas. Well, believers won't be here. Well, I think it's very clear from what Jesus is saying here that when families turning family members over because they're Christian, that means there's Christians present. Yes, I believe that Jesus is coming. He came the first time, that's the first coming. He's coming again, that's the second coming. But are we living for Him until He comes? Are we ready for Him if He comes today? It's so important for us to have a firm allegiance to Jesus Christ. And that's going to be tested. It may be at the water cooler at work. It may be in the classroom at the school. It may be in a family gathering. And I'm not talking about you being overt or trying to bully people with the gospel, but I'm just talking about, yes, I'm a believer, and yes, I believe the Bible, and yes, I love Jesus Christ, and I'm unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, because I believe it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone who believes. And my prayer is that you believe that, dear friend. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I appreciate you passing this on to other people. Blessings.